ugly style.
YouTube family, welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm DevanOnDeck. I speak about fashion and tech, and today I got a quick camera bag update for you. Now, if you already follow me on Instagram, then you know I got a brand new MacBook Pro a couple months ago for my birthday. And that was a blessing from above because my computer before that was a MacBook Air from 2011, okay? So all the videos you've been seeing on my Instagram, all my crazy like effect videos, all my videos here on YouTube have been from my MacBook Air 2011 and using iMovie, okay? My process is probably a lot more simple than you think. And by the way, if you do want to see a separate video on like my process and my shooting equipment, my lights, all that stuff, like behind the scenes, I'd be more than happy to show you, but you gotta let me know in the comments right now. But anyway, back to what's in my bag. The only downside to the MacBook 13-inch that I have, it doesn't have an SD card slot, nor does it have anything for like USB. So I have to have an extra little attachment that basically expands that, and I can put an HDMI in there, I can put two USB-Cs in there, two USBs, and also my SD card from my camera. Next up, we have the camera that I'm shooting with right now, and that is the Canon EOS R. And it's one of Canon's first mirrorless cameras ever. And actually I had this since October of last year, and I got to test it before it even came out. We did a dope Instagram campaign around it, and I got to do my own story, my own article on the Canon website. It's very much fashion related. It's a dope story, so if you want to read it, I will link it down below in the description. Coming up next, we have the Osmo 2 by DJI. Now this is a gimbal for your mobile phone, and I got this, man, I want to say 6 months ago, but every time I used it with my old iPhone, my iPhone 7, it would die on me because my phone was so old and it died really fast. So literally I would use it for 5 minutes and then it would just go to shit. So I was like, look, I'm gonna upgrade my phone first before I can really get into this, but my experience with it so far has been good, okay? I know it can track subjects, so if I put a marker on somebody, it'll track them as they walk by. It has great manual controls. It's like been fun so far, but I have not been able to use it to its full capacity. And speaking of upgrading my phone, about a week ago, I traded out me and my wife's iPhone 7s for the iPhone XS. Yes, we are finally here. We finally made it, y'all. We got us an upgraded phone with a lot more battery power, so now I can finally test out the Osmo like I want to. Now next up, we're gonna talk about wireless earbuds, but first let me tell you guys thank you for all the voting and the suggestions you gave me in my What's in My Work Bag video from a few months back. I asked you guys, hey, I wanna look for some headphones that aren't the AirPods because I feel like they look stupid and I want something better. So I narrowed it down to 3 brands, and the first one is called Ear In. Now these are the most discreet, smallest, from the futurist, if that's even a word, earbuds you will ever see, okay? When you damn near can't even see you have them in unless you turn your head to the side, because they fit like flush inside of your ear, okay? They have tap controls on them to skip music if you're listening to it, or answer a call with just a tap of your finger. The battery life lasts long. And another feature I love about these is this thing called transparent hearing. Basically what it is, if you have them in, right, they're very noise canceling, but you also want to hear your environment sometimes, especially if I'm on the phone, I want to hear myself talk, right? So it's good to have that ability to listen to the things around you because some people prefer that and sometimes you need that. Now the only feedback I will have though for these is that if you speak on the phone with these and you are around a lot of wind or a lot of sound, you know, like background music or whatever, people can pick that up. So unless you are in a quiet place and like sitting still, you can't really talk on the phone with these. But besides that, these are really dope. They're very discreet and the sound quality is great. The next ones I have on this list are by Sennheiser. These are much bulkier than the ones from before, but since they're by Sennheiser, as you know, they're known for their speakers and their sound equipment, you would think they have the crispiest and best sound, but honestly, their bass is super lacking in these. You get a lot of treble, you get a lot of highs, you get a lot of mids, but no lows. I gotta give you feedback on the battery life, y'all. The battery life is like 2 hours. It just does not last long at all. Like I literally charge them once, wear them once, and that is it. I can't recharge them in the case. It's a wrap. Like the case almost uses up all of its battery just to charge the headphones back up once again, and then the headphones last for maybe another hour, unfortunately. So these are great for crispy phone calls if you want to have a good phone calls no matter what you're doing and where you're going. The strength here is phone calls. And last but not least, I think the most well-rounded pair on here are by Master Dynamic. Now you might have heard of these same headphones You've seen these around on Instagram with celebrities opening up all the Louis Vuitton headphones that are the exact same shape because they're made by the exact same manufacturer. You're just paying an extra $700 or $1,000 for the LV logos. And these are the ones that I take with me every single day. They have the best sound quality overall. They take calls really well. Battery life lasts super long. I can recharge the headphones in there like 4 times before I have to recharge them again or plug them back into the wall. And on top of that, I like having the buttons on there that I can press, because on the other two, you have the same kind of controls, but you only can tap them. And sometimes I just tap them wrong. I don't know why, especially if I'm at the gym or something, I don't always tap them the right way. So I like having buttons that I can feel, that I can press. Might be a little old school of me, but these are my favorite by far. Now, saving the best upgrade for last is my over-ear headphones by AI. I think you pronounced their company name AI, but I wanted to spell it out just in case I was wrong. But these headphones are so great for editing video because they're originally made for like sound engineers, musicians, producers, to make sound as crispy and clear as possible. So now when I'm editing, I can really hear the levels a lot better when I'm putting music behind myself. Now I already know I gotta fix the echo because I am shooting in my living room. I don't have padding and all that stuff. So either I gotta change my boom mic on top of my camera or get a lapel mic to really knock out that echo, but that's kind of the only 2 choices I have. But besides that, especially when I'm adding music behind myself, I can hear it a lot more clearly and make it a lot more accurate. They're rechargeable Bluetooth, or you can plug them straight into your computer. The headband is super durable, so is the cushion around the ear, and on top of that, they're interchangeable. So if you go to the website, you can literally customize the padding, the drivers, the headband, the materials they use. So depending on your budget, you can get something for as low as $40 on there, all the way up to $300 depending on what you're looking for. But I highly recommend you go with these guys. They have a 3-year warranty, so if something goes wrong, they'll just ship you a brand new pair, because if you spend that much money on something, you want to make sure it's going to work really well for you. So if you want to check these guys out, I will link them down below for you. Again, the best I've ever used. I don't see myself going anywhere else. They're amazing. I love them. And that concludes this video. Now, before you go, make sure you drop a comment if you do want to see a behind the scenes video of all my equipment, from my lights to my neon lights behind me and how I set this stuff up, to my tripod, to my mic, all that stuff. If you want to see my setup, how I prep for my videos, drop a comment right now. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subbed to this channel yet, you definitely should do that. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.